Welcome to the pre-match press conference, match day 5 of the AFC Champions League elite match between Melbourne City and Johor Darul Ta'zim. We're joined by head coach Aurelio Vidmar and player Trewin from Melbourne City. Aurelio, kick things off. Big game for you and your side heading into, I suppose, the latter stages of the group stage of the competition. How important is this game for Melbourne City?
I think all the games are important. Obviously, now we're getting a little bit deeper into the competition, round 5. It's still very competitive. The whole group is still very competitive. We've started off pretty well in the 4 games, 2 wins, and I think this one's they're all important, but this one, obviously, playing at home, if you get a good result here, it always gives us a good advantage going into the last couple of games.
And Kai, for you, back into the action this week, obviously missed Friday night, but back from international duty as well, and back on the intercontinental stage. How much are you looking forward to Tuesday night's game?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it a lot. Obviously missed out on Friday night, which is disappointing for me, but it's hard circumstances coming back the day of the game, and I've loved playing the Champions League so far, so really looking forward to Tuesday night.
Open it to the floor.
Aurelio, just wondering if there's any sort of injury concern coming to this matchup, or just how we're expecting Stott to see tomorrow?
No, well, for everyone who's fit and healthy, they're all ready to go. Obviously, again, a short turnaround for us, and obviously also for them as well, and they had to travel, so everyone seems to be in good health, good spirits, so ready for tomorrow.
And obviously, just looking at the table, I mean, you guys are in a pretty good position, and obviously tomorrow's a big chance to sort of add to that tally. I mean, just kind of what's the mood in the dressing room like, just knowing there's a chance to perform well at this continental competition?
Yeah, look, obviously after Friday night's game, is always the next couple of days is always tough, but they're all very, very positive. They understand what went wrong on Friday, and we have to turn up, show up in a good way. So the players have been great yesterday and also today. So we're in a good frame of mind. We know how important it is. We don't have to overemphasise the importance of this game, because the next one will be just as important, and the one after that will be just as important. So we prepared as best we can for this game, and now it's up to everyone, the players, the coaching staff, medical staff, all to get together and make sure we can push through this next 100 minutes against Johor, which is obviously a very good side, very experienced side. So it'll be a nice, good test for us again.
Yeah, and obviously Johor probably closest to the top of the table at the moment. It'll be an interesting matchup just to sort of see how the side goes up against the Malaysian team, but matchup that hasn't really happened much in the past in the continental level.
Yeah, well, if you say Malaysian, I'm not sure if that's totally correct, but obviously they're quite stacked with foreigners, very good ones, I must say, and obviously guys like Rebekah, who are exciting guys. So, going to be difficult, but every game is difficult. We faced already with the Japanese teams extremely difficult opponents, but we found a way to perform well against them. We found a way to win, and I think that's what it's all about in this competition.
Aurelio, so you've had a good uptick in form the last couple of games in this competition. What would you attribute that to after a fairly slow start?
Look, I think that the first one's always everyone's a little bit cagey, not really sure about the competition. There were Kai amongst others for the first time in that competition, and also being off season. We hadn't had started our A-League season at that stage, so I think it's just time, a bit of continuity with games on a weekly basis. We always thought that we could grow into the competition, and I think that's the way it's panned out.
Aurelio, obviously you have a lot of experience with Southeast Asian football. A region where previously may not have been as competitive in this competition, but growing over the last few seasons. What do you think of JDT Johor as a team that's representing this team and the challenge you might pose to, I guess, more established country like an Australian teams?
Look, I think in world football now, there's no easy games. You see that Southeast Asian countries are investing a hell of a lot of money into their football programs now, and they continue to grow. Here in Australia, we also got to be mindful that we continue to do that as well, or we will fall behind. I think Johor, they've over the last 10 years, I think they've won 10 or 11 titles in a row, so they're extremely strong. I think this is now their third campaign in Champions League, so they've learned from their first campaign, the second one, and also this one. And you can see through the campaigns how they've grown, and now they're winning games where previously they found it difficult. So obviously the experience of the team, that obviously helps, because most of them, and some very, very good players in that team, have played big games. So I think it's great. I think they're doing a fantastic job domestically, and they're doing a great job in the Champions League. So for us, it's another nice test for us.
And for Kai, obviously I think it's been a while since the team reached the knockout round of this competition. How much extra incentive or motivation does it give you to sort of play and fight for Australia?
Yeah, that was something that we spoke about. The first day of pre-season was one of our goals for the season was to get out of the group, and we know what we need to do that. And like Vinny said before, the first couple of games we took a bit of time to get used to the quality and the speed of the games. But I think now you can see in our last two performances that we've caught up, and we know what to expect, and we'll be ready tomorrow night.
And Kai, I'm just wondering, I don't know if you've done any research on your position, but can't you imagine it'd be a pretty interesting challenge for you as a player to come up against continental opposition?
Yeah, like the same as the other 4 games that we've had already. The quality of the players is so high, and I don't expect it to be any different tomorrow night, and I'm really excited for the challenge.